Hey guys, it's Jake from Lonely Monster Games. I'm the composer and sound effects guy at the studio, and this video is about the newest song that I have created for our new game called FoxTails. Now, if you've read the update on Facebook and if you have checked out the blog at lonelymonstergames.com, you'll know that the game is about a fox that's a samurai that fights ninjas, and there's a spaghetti western theme thrown on top of all of that. When we decided that that's the direction we were going to go with the game, I knew I was going to have fun musically, because there's a lot there to work with, a lot of cool influences, and a lot of stuff to draw from. So I wanted to make this video to show you guys what I've done and sort of deconstruct this song. I may do this for others if you guys like it, but let's get started. So the screen that you're looking at is the Ignite program. It is the program that works with my MIDI controller. At the top here we have basically our scrolling list of virtual instruments. Here is information about the song itself, our beats per minute, our timing signature, the root key that we're working out of, playback controls. This tray right here is the instruments used in the song, and this is the timeline for the song down here. Now, since I'm in 4/4 time, basically the measures are going to be gone out in multiples of 4, and then I can just repeat those as needed, and it kind of creates a nice modular way to create a song and sort of play with what-if scenarios just by moving things around and adjusting those. So that's sort of what you're looking at down here, these different modules of recording. So if you haven't heard the song in its entirety, just check our Facebook page, our website. If you follow me on Twitter at the McAxel, which is TheMCAXL, there will be links to my SoundCloud there that you can check it out in its entirety. But I'll go ahead and start playback, and we can go ahead and start deconstructing. Now, when I start off the song, it's going to be two guitars, so a classical guitar as well as a electric guitar with some distortion and a little bit of echo. Kind of gives you that lonely, plodding Western feel that you're used to. Then I bring in a kick drum to start pushing the song just a little bit. Nothing too strong, but just to start pushing the melody forward. Now at measure 13, you can see I've got percussion and a trumpet. That's when things start picking up a little bit more. Kind of gives you that lonely Western scene look. So far, I've not brought in any of the Eastern influences that the game has. But there at measure 18, you did see the additional drums come in. Once again, just to start pushing the song just a little bit more, because once we hit measure 25, things are going to pick up a lot. So as you can hear, a lot more going on there. So let's stop there and we'll start deconstructing. So here's our volume controls for all the instruments that I have in the song. So there's a couple of things that I added in here. One is this drum set here that's it's called Game Over. It's just the name of the kit that I chose. And that is going to add a lot more drive to the song. Now this is going to be an action game, so we definitely wanted some more drive. We didn't want it to sound too pokey. Also, we have the woody bells and the spiccato strings. Now, if we listen to these independently, you definitely get a little bit more of the Asian Eastern influence on top of the already established Western sound. So let's give it a listen. So sort of a watery, interesting tone there that takes you out of that completely Western feel. Now, when you add in the strings, it definitely lends itself to a more Eastern sound. And when we add in the drums that weren't there at the start, it definitely takes on a life of its own, just as these three instruments. And as we start adding other things back in, you kind of get all of it together, and it creates a different picture, obviously, than the two independent. So there's really not a lot of crossover here. Basically, I've got two different melodies going on, and I've got two different styles of music, and I've just put them together within the same framework. Obviously, I've smoothed out some of the wrinkles just to make sure it all works together. But that's what I've got so far for this track. I may do some additional tweaks to it, but I'm pretty happy with it as it stands, which, if you're a musician, you know, once you get happy with it, you should probably stop, because you can just keep editing forever. I imagine the same with pretty much any type of art. But so that's pretty much the way I've constructed this song. Now, as you can see at measure 61, that's where I just go back to the guitar only. So build a crescendo at the end, and then just come back to the guitar. Now, I will say that in the game, I'll probably just restart the loop there at the end of measure 60 and come back to measure 1. Overall, the total length is about 2.5 minutes, so that's a nice length for a game. When it comes to the actual soundtrack that I'll be putting together for download, I'll probably just let this fade out here at the end. But that's what I've got so far, guys. So if you like it, let me know. If you want to see more of these, let me know. I had fun making this, and hope you liked it.